They called us risky, unscalable, and unbankable. But bank on this. We stitched businesses with borrowed hopes, planted futures where no one wanted our seeds, but still we bloomed from the looms of the dooms designed to slow us down, and from down we rose, surviving anything and creating everything from nothing because we refuse to be an option. We refuse to be an exception. As we fearlessly champion inclusion, see, we are the rumbling of 1,000 working women, the sweat of 1,000 working men, and the survival of 1,000,000 working youth. See, we are the founders who founded futures with just our phones and our fire. And no, we do not tire or retire, for this is just the beginning of our untold stories. Stories of families and communities demanding change and not charity, earning respect and not pity, from the corners of our marketplace to the charts of our fan base, from hashtags to handshakes, we're rising and changing the narrative of primitive, because we are microfinance, LAPO, and this is the sound of our becoming. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am really delighted to be standing before your midst today. And due to the little time we have, please permit me to stand on the already firmly established protocol by our amiable MC. And the title of my spoken word piece proper for today is Finances with a Soul. And without further ado, here it goes. The climate does not care about your politics. The ecosystem does not care about your policies. Wildfires do not have etiquette, and natural disasters does not understand the language of diplomacy. So when we talk sustainability, when we talk possibilities, let us remember that nothing can stay sustainable under an angry solar system, and nothing can stay growing on a dying earth. Not me, not you, not the data or the finances, if we destroy our chances. Because when disaster strikes, it cannot tell the rich from the poor, the young from the old, the Christians from the Muslims, the Hausas and Igbos from the Yorubas. It cannot discriminate between the bourgeoisies in Ikoyi and the market women in Balogun, which is why it is so refreshing to have a brand like Lapo Microfinance that has proven time and time again that finances can have a soul, that a small loan can plant a forest of change, that a small push can plant a tree of hope. Because here at Microfinance, we do not just believe that sustainability is just a talk. We don't just talk sustainability, we walk it and live it. We're not just counting money, we are counting transformation, turning scarcity into strategy, fear into a future. We are building financial bridges with a conscience, bridges supported by innovations and strengthened by a community of people from the top all the way to the grassroots. From Kano to Kaduna and from Enugu to Edo, we are rising and growing with clean energy, sustainable power, and a hope that holds steady. So to the architect of nations, to the captains of commerce, to the scribes and the scholars, and to those who hold the pen of policy and the power of the people's trust, let this be your not so subtle reminder of why we're here. For this is not just a conference, this is a covenant between people and planet, between policy and purpose, and between finances and a future. And here at Lapo Microfinance, we believe that sustainability is not just built in the boardrooms. It is built in the MSMEs and the small businesses and the marketplace and in your farms and in hashtags and handshake and in the everyday struggle for self-dignity. It is built in the prosperity of the climate. And today, I invite you all to join the winning team, join the climate team, and together, let us build a microfinance for sustainable and climate resilience. And before I leave, I would like to leave you with a few words of encouragement if you are still deliberating to join the winning team. And here it goes. What if your purpose begins where the anchors leave the shore? What if your life is not such a bore, but all the excitements are on the roads you're yet to explore? All the adventures a sail away, a flight away? What if your story begins at the first 4 foot of a moving track? What if your destiny is in the uncertainties of these journeys you're yet to embark? We talk dreams, we talk aspirations, we talk about the possibilities in positivity, preach about silver linings and lights at ends of tunnels. But how would you find this light if you do not seek? And how would you seek if you do not progress from your current location to your desired idea? See, you cannot chase dreams at a standstill. You cannot pursue goals on idle heels. For what kind of a man would you be if you intend to move a mountain without intending to move? And what kind of a woman would you be if you intend to grow but do not intend to go as far as your goals can go? How would you know what is beyond the horizon? How can you tell what is beyond the skyline if you remain at the baseline of your plans? What if your niche is an inch away from your comfort zone? What if your fate is not set in stone, but on all the roads leading to the unknown? What if your truest adventures are in the ventures you're yet to adventure? See, the distance between a man and his aspiration is education. But education is not found in the confinement of your imagination, but in the deliberate action to seek solution on your journeys to self-discovery. For how would you know you can fly if you never try? Thank you. Thank you.
We can make the applause a little louder.